Good morning. I'll be discussing to you the another two characteristics of a culture, because we usually talk about safety culture, but the character of a culture, I think we have to be mindful as well, so that we could understand whether what we are doing, what we are spotting as best practice, will it really perpetuate? Because for a best practice to perpetuate, then that is next to instituting a good culture, safety culture in an organization. So I'll be discussing to you the other two characters of the culture. But before that, this is chicken from Texas. Alright, Texas chicken. I'm taking my lunch quickly because I need to go back to the office. So I have here something, not to advertise this. I just like to have this for lunch. And of course this one, sweet but yet okay to mix with chicken. Alright, let me continue the discussion, because actually for occupational health and safety, our target is to institute a good safety culture to an organization. A safety culture that is bounded in mutual trust. What do you mean by mutual trust? Mutual trust between the employer and the employee, and the workers and the management. That when we promote safety in the organization, it is not only promoting and protecting the reputation of the company, but at the same time, we are talking here of ensuring worker safety from hospitalization, from serious injury to fatality. So mutual trust, because if you are going to look at the commonality, there is one thing in common: to avoid people from getting injured and protecting the company's reputation as well. But see, as what I have said, that there are several characteristics of a culture. We discussed in the past, but now I'm going to discuss another two characteristics of a culture. Now, a culture is integrative. That's one. And the second for today is that culture is shared. So why we consider a culture? That for certain actions, certain activities, certain process, and if it becomes a practice of an organization, it is also integrative, which means each process is not refined in itself. What do you mean by refined? Refined in a sense that if there will be failure, it cannot integrate modifications. Integrative, because when even in the process, compliance to the process sometimes resulted to failure, then the organization must learn to integrate recommendations coming from the panel, coming from the investigators, or even if it is audited, the organization must be willing to integrate those recommendations coming from the auditor. If there is an incident, the organization must be willing to adapt and integrate the recommendations coming from the investigation panel. If it is resulting from a federal inspection or higher authorities inspection of your facility, the organization must be willing to integrate those comments and observations, because we understand that a culture is integrative. It can absorb better ideas to enhance the process through audit, benchmarking, safety inspection, accident and incident investigation. So what is the purpose of understanding all these things? It's just to condition the mind of safety managers and the CEO, the project manager, that whenever there is failure, the organization must be willing to open its heart, must open its process, and must be willing to accept integration of a safer process, so as not to produce similar incident if it is in the case of incident investigation. Because all of us is aware that a culture is integrative. But if you don't have this understanding and acceptance that a culture is integrative, that means you have to protect, you must not share the real scenario or go through the bottom line of the what really went wrong, because you are protective of your own process, thinking that your process is perfect. In our profession, whatever method statement and risk assessment, even if it is approved, we have to accept that somehow if it fails, we have to integrate recommendations coming from the investigation, coming from the audit. We should not be too secluded in terms of recommendations, audit, observations, and non-conformity. Because, especially so if we are well-trained and dedicated into this profession, and we are fully, we have that full understanding that a culture, to make it refined, it must be integrative. They have to integrate. It is not secluded. Our document is not perfect in itself, even if it is acceptable for today. Do you know that our method statement, because the process that we have in construction is method statement, Section 6, typically Section 6, Section 7, Section 8, depending on the template of the organization, usually you will find in that section the methodology or the process. So our method statement is not perfect in itself. Once it is approved by the client, the consultant and the client, that is suitable for the moment. But it is not perfect in a sense that whenever there will be failure, that method statement must be capable of integrating recommendations, observations, non-conformity, major or minor observations coming from the auditor. Because culture is integrative. Those people who are protective of their method statement, thinking that it will be the best method statement in the universe, then you are not properly educated in terms of culture. Because a culture, my friend, culture is integrative. So let's go to number 2. Number 2 is culture is shared. Shared. Can we share the culture? Yes, sir. Whether it is tribal, ethnicity, traditions, culture of an organization, especially safety culture, can you share the good observation and best practice? Can you share as an organization? The answer is yes. That is why we have safety toolbox talk, we have safety discussions, because the things that we learn from the other project shared to you can be integrated. So culture is shared. Now, what about my good and positive and negative experience in the organization. Can I share it? Yes. Because a culture is shared. But I can only share what is good. Because people will adapt when the good experience, when the best practice is shared, if it is reasonable to the organization and suitable, they will adapt. They will adapt. That is why I would like to emphasize the two. For today, we discuss about the culture is integrative, and the second one is that culture is shared. So, because of the two characteristics of a culture, now we understand that whatever good things we have, whatever good practice that we have to be open to other organization. We can share this through symposium, conferences, and maybe some safety discussions with other fellow professionals, because we understand that culture is shared. Thank you and good afternoon.